So we want to, get this within the box properly. So one thing that we could do is you check this. Let's see. You see, there's some distance from the end of the Arduino. This means that this piece can go right through the box. See, and it will be. Let's see if I can focus this better. See, and the other one will stay here, easy for connecting the power. So what I need to do is just make a hole for this. I will try to make it like that, as perfect as possible. And so I'm gonna, let's see, this will be as easy as getting that there. Since that's gonna be stick right there, it's gonna be, what I need to do is just mark the inside. Let's see, you can see it there. There's some marks. Let's see. Let's see if I can. There we go. You see that mark right there? That's the hole that I need to set up for getting the USB port out. Alright, with what I'm gonna be doing there, that's a good question. I use a dremel here. I use this might do the trick. This is just a very light box, so I should be able to get very nice cut with this dremel. So too much noise now. Let's see if I could connect the dremel here for 1 second. There we go. Now, and I think it's pretty much fit within the box. So let's see if I can get it. else? I need to do some fixing. Very little. I mean, what is perhaps clean them up this one corner here. The only problem that I have is that's the only that I have, the only bit that I have on my dremel. It's the one that I'm using right now. It's pretty much gone. Okay, just clean them up. Get a bit of dremel again. I think it is now perfect. Yeah, that was perfect. Alright. That's it. Now, you have to be careful when you install it because you see you can't either, because I mean this, let's see, you get there, I might want to go like this, but you want to keep it straight so you can make the other hole where it should be for the power. Let's see how this looks like, if I'm gonna have any trouble installing the other part here. Let's see, gotta check, let's see. Yeah, this has to go this way. Oh man, that's perfect. Let's see, there we go. Yeah, it should be right there. Let's see, there we go. That's perfect, that's where it should be. Then the only thing that I need is to marking now the power supply. See if I can see. You see this one, that's for the USB, and let's see if you can see. And this one is for the power supply. Alright, let's see. I'm using the dremel very slow speed. Let's see what you can see there. I'm using high speed. Let's see. Hard to see it. 3, yeah. Can go. Let's see how fast can go. Can go to about 9, no, well, 36. So high speed. So, and this, I mean, I'm doing this just because I want to protect it. So that will go there. Excellent. And USB. There we go. And that's basically it. You have full protection of your Arduino. I only need to, put some hot glue on this guy, and I'm still thinking, whether I'm gonna go with this there or put it right here, so it looks kind of neat. I might, the more I think about it, I might put it right here, because I can certainly do a cutoff, do a nice cutoff here, and but what I'm saying is do a cutoff so when you close the box, you can see the LED right through here. But it looks better, maybe if I get this somehow, like this, stick it. So you definitely want to do is, you have to kind of do a cutoff just to get these within, the box. That I'm thinking about it. In the meantime, I'm gonna stick that one there with a lot of hot glue, you know, get it right where you want it so it doesn't move. And then if I leave it like that, it will be a little bit, if I leave the LCD where it's located, you leave some space through here so you can run cables, you know, from the Arduino pad, so that the cable doesn't, you know, get on top of the LCD display. So I would say that's about it, you know. I don't know. Again, the idea is that you pretty much now you have good protection of your Arduino. It doesn't matter. I mean, you got it together so it looks, this is enough protection from the top and here. And that's only just to close it there. The idea, pretty much rolling. Let's see, let's get this. When the Arduino moves, it's hard, powering the Arduino right through the power supply. This will be in the meantime, I will leave it there, maybe, I don't know, I'm thinking, and do sort of like a, I'm still wondering, do a cut right through the box, you know, like right through here, so you can wash the inside, but everything will be well protected. So, you know, the idea, that's the idea, but then to ensure that, like for example, you are playing around with water, not that you're going to submerge this box in water, but you're playing around in a project that have to do with water. So the idea would be like do a cutoff, and then on top of that cutoff, then you might put like a little bit of a plastic or something, like, you know, let's see if I can get one here. Well, you know, I mean, it's a plastic from a bottle or anything that you can stick it, and you see the inside. So you do a cutoff here within the box, so just so that you can see nicely what's happening inside, and that will do. All right, I will leave it like here. That's more than enough for now. Have fun. Bye. All right, here we are back, and a couple of things. Last time I was showing you how to put sort of like a quick box to protect your project, and it just happened that I was telling you that this kit is kind of very interesting, because this kit had let's see if I can focus this better. Yeah, let's see, a little bit hard. Since I'm looking, let's see if I can fix this. There we go. Yeah, this is from directly from Italy, and so this is the real deal. This is the real Arduino. You see, when you see this logo and the word Arduino, they are both copyrighted, so nobody can use it. And let me show you a clone. I have a clone here. The back of it, looks pretty much like the Arduino, but you don't see, let's see if I can turn this around, maybe. You don't see the word Arduino anywhere, or the logo for Arduino. So this is more like a clone, which, I mean, I haven't, you know, put my hands on a clone that will not work. They mostly work. I can't complain about them, but it's kind of nice that for the price of the whole kit we get the real Arduino. I love this. Excellent. So, all right, let's keep going. Now, I was telling you how to protect your project in general. So here is my breadboard, my Arduino, my true Arduino, and I was saying that I make these two holes, one for the USB now for the power, so I can stick this right there. See, you can take a better look at it, and I can glue this right there, put this somewhere there. But the question is, there's some project that you want to see what's going on inside. So I thought for a little while to put these maybe with cables right at the lid of the box, or right in front here of this box, you know, make a hole here. But you know, it's a prototyping. It's kind of hard when you know, put the LCD, the liquid crystal display, out of the breadboard. So I'd rather leave it at the breadboard and do sort of like a cutoff window, and use sort of like I have this plastic hanging around. It's kind of sturdy, so you can cut. I mean, you can cut a window here. You know, cut a window at the lid of the box. So glue that right there, you know, to the corners, and you will be able to see everything inside the way it's supposed to. And if you need to, you know, push a switch, again, remember this is a prototype. For a switch, like for example, you can see a switch here that is also with the kit. You can hear it when I press it. So when you put these switches, you can certainly do it right like this, and there we go. And you can have, you know, your switch installed on your breadboard. But if that switch is controlling something that you have to hit it to start, for example, then obviously you will have to open your box to reach that switch. The project is going now, and you close the box, and you will see everything like LEDs. If you install LEDs somewhere here, you want to see them. But again, the idea is to have some minimal protection for your project. You could certainly install these, you know, outside the box, you know, but then you have to solder cables to get them right to where you want it in the Arduino, and that's harder. Remember, let's do all prototyping here, and when you're done. But in the meantime, like to start any project, you might want to do it here for prototyping, and then when you're ready, then you can use another box and buy some of this stuff that you really want, you know, and then you do your project. But in the meantime, I'm gonna leave it the way it is. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna glue this guy, the Arduino, properly there, so it would not move. Then here's the part. I'm gonna stick this where it should be, right here somehow. And again, be extremely careful so you don't bend the pins. But before doing that, let me take some measurements where I want to have that cut off from the lead, so that when I install, and let's see how far away I want to put this from this corner, meaning how, you know, what will be the length that I'm gonna move this guy. I'm gonna give some minimum space. I think that would do better. That would be better, you know, right there should be perfect. So let's get some marks on here. Question, but no, it's not a question actually. Let me pull this from a little bit more. It's not really a question, but it's more like why I put the Arduino here. It's kind of funny because my Surface, the USB, is on this side. So when I connect my computer, my Arduino to the Surface, this cable, that one that comes with, let's see if I get my cable, oh, for 1 second, here we go. These cables are very short, so if you happen to have a long one, it doesn't matter where you install it. I mean, you can do a lot of acrobatics in the installation and put it whatever you want, but I'll have a short cable. So this will connect here, the USB will connect right through the port, and then this has to go right to the Surface. And the Surface has only one USB port. You have a laptop with many ports in the right side, the left side. I mean, you can easily install then this guy here in another part of the box, and then you install this down here. I mean, what I'm saying is, I made the holes there, but I never told you why, and that's what I'm trying to, that there's some thought about why the holes are there. Make life easier for me, because the way I put my Surface, this will be nearby. The Surface will be, like, for example, at the left side, and this will be at my right side. So that's why this is right where it should be, here, and that will do. Now, again, let me do some here. I want to avoid some of this corner, so not to weaken the box. I don't want to weaken the box. So I'm going to do, like, for example, this measurement are not a big deal. They're just for, let's see if I get that. I only need those. That will do. And the idea is, I want to be sure, that I know pretty well this distance, because this distance will move up here, right? And let's see if you see the pencil marks there. Yeah, you can see it now. Here's the pencil mark, and I'm gonna transfer sort of this up to here for that particular window based on the distance that I have from here to here, and the distance from here to here, which is the distance from this corner up to here. So if I use small ruler, let's see if I can get that ruler there. It's about, let's use this way. It's about an inch from the corner. An inch is pretty much, yeah. It's about an inch. So if I get it right here, I mark here that particular inch, and we do it here as well. This, sometimes I forget the camera, so you don't know what I'm doing. There we go. So I'm, having a mark about an inch from the wall. So from this corner. So when I close the lid, see, that hole will be somewhere here, that cut off, where I'm gonna have the plastic. And so the next thing is, I wanted to have this distance. The distance, that's about, put a mark here. See if I can see what I'm doing. About 1 inch. It's not 1 inch and a half, a little bit less than 1.5 inches from this corner, which happened to be this corner. See, from this to this. So I can put that up there and do the mark. That's it. So basically now I have 2 marks that I can, let's see, get right there. So with those 2 marks, basically I can have this, mark for the window that I want to cut off. look good. Let me fix some of the lines that they don't look too sharp to me. Some of the light is not that great. There's some reflection sometimes that make it harder to see. Maybe if I use a pen, it looks better than a pencil. There we go. How about this one? Okay. About now here. Okay. How about the one on the top? Alright, so we are almost done. That's only for, again, we want just a little protection of our project. So perfect. Alright, let's see how the transfer looks like. And that's where the cutoff will be. I'm gonna cut off a window here, and that would be perfect for taking a look to the breadboard. When I close this, the next thing is on that cutoff, we're gonna glue this right at the top of it. So it will look good. This plastic, it's the one that you use for notebooks and things like that. In fact, you can see it has the pre-holes for when you have a binder or something like that. So you can use like any plastic. The important thing is that you want to be sure there is, you can see through without problem. But sometimes you have to go through like you see how you might have a little bit of reflection on it. But again, that's another story. Like right now I'm having some reflection on it. But that will do. So the idea is I'm gonna be using, like for example, let me bring this here for 1 minute. I'm gonna be using my reliable hot glue. Yep. And so I'm gonna cut these. I'm gonna put some hot glue right here. You can use decent amount. You see, I'm pretty much out of that. But how about if I show you this? I have a bag around, so you can certainly do this. You can use anything, any type of glue. Now, the only important here is you want to use a type of glue that is not conductive. You don't want to burn anything. As long as it's not conductive, you're okay. And this is definitely good. And this gun, this is an expensive one. This costs about $6, and this costs about $3. This one, the glue sticks. So you can use it. They are more expensive heat guns. These hot glue guns that has temperature control. This one only has one setting, and that's it. The setting that it comes with. So whatever it is, it doesn't have any light to show you that it's on. So, but you know that it's on when you start to feel the heat and a little bit of smell of hot glue. So you know that it's on. Again, we're gonna put some decent amount of glue here. On this side, you don't have to. I mean this size, you only have to remove these, and this is very sticky already. You see, you remove this yellow paper and you're done. Just stick it there and you're pretty much ready to go. Now before I do that, this is what the part that I want to do. Let's be sure, I mean you can have there and stick it there, but I want to show you something that I want to be 100% that you wash this. I don't want you to screw up your LCD. See, first thing is I'm gonna put this right in the first, oops, sorry for that, in the first hole. There we go. You see where the letter E, see this one, the letter, oops, let's see if I can put it here. That's where I'm gonna use this. So I move there and I wash very careful that all the pins are well aligned with the holes in the breadboard. So because, and then I press here a little bit, one corner, and then the other corner, this corner a little bit more, this corner, and I do this kind of movement until it's snapped in. So you feel that now everything, don't press hard in one side only. It has to go like bend it a little bit, you know, this kind of movement, one finger and the other finger, one finger, until it's snapped in, and that's it. So you're ready to go. Now, as you can see, all pins, I checked that all pins were aligned, and now everything it is in the right place. Now this has a cover. I have left the cover in fact I want to show you that. You see, if I can take that cover, but I will take it later on. You know, you don't want to expose while you're still working here. So that's it. I mean, you have right now, you have put your LCD in your breadboard. I can now get my breadboard right where I set the marks. Let's see if you can see it. There we go. You can see it right there, and put that there. And the next thing will be cut the holes here, the windows. Use I'm gonna try this first. I'm gonna cut this, and because when I turn on this guy, I will do everything in one, you know, in one shot. Like for example, glue this guy, and glue the other piece of paper that I need. I mean, sorry, this plastic. There's some sturdy plastic and very translucent. I mean, very. You can take a look through that come for packaging. Some stuff like they don't want you to open them up at the store, so they come with this very sturdy plastic, but very strong. I mean, this is flimsy. I mean, this is very very weak. But there's some others that you need to take scissors, and even with the scissors it's hard to cut it out. If there's a kind of a large piece that you can use at least for the LCD, that would be okay. I mean, I'm opening a big window just because I want to put LCD here and everything, so I want to watch everything. But that's it. I mean, the idea is, like I said, this is the plastic. You almost not see it when I put it right here. And I'm gonna glue it around the corners here. So, and here is the cutoff that I'm gonna have. All right. Let me start with the cutoff, and let's see how we do that. Let's move things around that I don't need to mess with them. And what I have to do is do a cut here. Let's get me my dremel, because the idea will be to start these corners, and then let's see if I can use the scissor to do a little bit more of a straight cut here, or use a saw, I think a hand saw that I have around, to do those cuts as best as I can. But let me start that with this. so the next step is, let's see if I can get, I think that I will have to get a little bit better, kind of around this a little bit more. Although, let's see, let me see. See, I'm doing a little cut with, I could use a knife, but I'm using this handsaw, and see whether I can do the same easily without messing or kind of weakening the box. I don't like that part, so I want to go very gentle on it, so I get these cuts as straight as possible. Some people have said, can we use acrylic? Of course you can use acrylic. But it takes a little bit, longer to get a nice box made of acrylic. It looks pretty. When you use acrylic, it looks pretty. However, cutting acrylic, or plexiglass requires perhaps some skills, because I see people using this to mark, and then they snap and cut it perfect, but that requires some experience, I would say. And so that's what I'm using a box. If you do a good job with a box, sooner or later you start to do a good job with the other material you find around. But in the meantime, try to do it with a box. Get the experience of how to set things the way you want it. Like, for example, see, I start this hole with the dremel. You can use a drill if you want to. In fact, some people will do a drill here, will drill the whole thing a little bit more, so make it easier to cut. But it's, this is not a big deal. It's not that strong, so I can certainly use my handsaw here. Let's see if I can do, I go like this a little bit, gentle. Don't push it, just go with it right, right on it, right on them until it suddenly goes through, and then you start to do the cutting of the box. Gentle. Remember, you don't want to weaken the box out anywhere, so you just want to cut it easily until, if you don't have the experience, this is not really required to start to use your Arduino. It's just that I've found through the years that when you put it in a box, the things will last longer. And you can definitely, in fact, some people leave it within a box and they do like a clock, and it works perfect. You just need to program it, the guy, and to do the right thing. Let me see if I got, now this is the harder one, because this one, the whole thing is already cut. I'm only going to the last one, so I want to go very gentle here, because it's very quick already. Because I already did this cut, this cut, this cut. I only have one left, but remember, it's as important as all as the others. So let me see if I can get right there. I think that I can do with that one, with my with this guy. Let's see how well I can do that. See, I leave a little bit there on that corner. Can certainly do with the dremel and fix it a little bit. Let's see. Okay. It looks like let's see. This looks like great stuff. Let's see. Now you will say, hey, how can you fix these borders? Let's see if you see that they are not that beautiful. You see, it looks maybe big, kind of ugly. Oh, you can do many things. Let's see. Let me put back again the breadboard. The breadboard, just so that you take a look at it. Let's see, right there. And the idea is this: when I close this, you see everything inside. Now the plastic, let's see, will be like this on top of it. So no water, you know, when you are working near water, you can get into it. So it's important. But that's how this will look like. I would say next step on my tool, just to protect those corners a little bit more. Let me get something here for you. Well, this duct tape is just was under the sun a little bit, and I think they got damaged, but it can work, still work. What you can do, like for example, to protect the corners, cut some of it. Oh wait, let me see if I can cut some of it. And let's cut some stripes. You see, I cut some stripes, and you can certainly, you know, protect those corners. Either go out the other way, like for example, let's see, cut a little bit more. Actually, let me prepare some cut off tape. I'm gonna do this. There we go. Preparing some cuts. They're nice to have. Like for example, see these here. Now, and this is just for those, and that will do. This part here got a little bit messed up. Excellent. Those marks, I can then do some straight lines. Let's see. So this one, let's see if I get something longer, but it will allow me to get those marked where I want them. That is perfect. That's fine. Let's see if I see the marks. I see those one. How about this one? There we go. I have the, I don't know if you will be able to see them, maybe, it's hard. Oh wow, let's do it. Let's see if I get my scissors back and get back to business. When I cut. Here. Excellent. Now I have my piece. Let's go here. Should erase this. Can I erase it? Marks. Well, it looks like we're ready to go. Let's do this. Let's put everything in place so we are ready to go. And that's basically it. I'm gonna glue my Arduino. Again, this is the clone, as you can tell, and on the real one, this one, Arduino. See, excellent stuff. I'm gonna use the real one in this case. So put my clones somewhere here, and now we're ready. Let me clean a little bit the box. Debris or anything that might impact mine. You can definitely, some people put some more duct tape around it, around the whole box, so it made it waterproof with a little bit of this. Some people might paint it with waterproof paint. I will leave it like that for now. I mean, I'm not planning to do any water sport with my Arduino, so I will leave it the way it is, the way I prepare now. And let's get the next picture back. There we go. So this is the way I will do. All right, so let me get my, oops, sorry for the movement of my camera. Sometimes there's space, too much stuff here. Alright, so let's see. Here's the guy. I'm gonna connect it. Power is on. I'm gonna leave it right on top of something so I don't want glue all over my working table here. So when it's ready, it will let me know. I mean, it will start to pour glue here at the surface, and so we are ready to go. When I put the glue, I'm gonna put the glue right, right here, and maybe right here at the borders. That's it. Sort of like a two around. I'm gonna go around. So for example, will be one shot here like this all the way around, and then another shot right here at the borders, and that will do. Just for getting this guy will never come out in one piece. So that's the idea. And since did that there, it's getting hot already. There we go. Just want to make a pencil mark to where the total outside will be, at least for this part here. So I know what I'm doing. Alright, let's see another mark maybe. Here. And here. Alright. I think so. I start to smell something, but let me see if it's ready. Yeah, and start to get some of it. Still, I didn't press hard, because if it's not ready, and it will start to make a something that you don't want it, because it's better to wait when it's ready. You see, now there's a bubble there. There we go. That means that it's ready. There we go. Now I can start to put the next thing is this one. It's just deep inside, and I have to be able to push. There we go. If I feel something that is just getting, because it has to be, the problem is, it's a shot. You cannot go around and play with it, because it otherwise get messed up. So just remove it. You put some, and so it has to be one shot and you're done. Alright, and wait until you get pretty good. See, I remove it from the box, everything that I put that wasn't ready, and try to do quick. In fact, let me do this. It has to be one shot. still, this is still on. And all the glue, check this out. Let me fix the shot here. It's a little bit of a glue, hot glue right where on the here, this surface. All right, let's get my Arduino now. This is super, I like it. So let's put Arduino, just put some decent amount. Be sure that you align properly. So, I mean, good amount of it, particularly on where are the connectors, you know. And that will do. Now, stick it in, align it, press it hard, press it. Excellent. You can, I need another stick. Alright, now one thing you could do is put a little bit right here, you know, and you know, just to be sure that it's well pressed and you don't have any hiccups. I'm using where the bolts should be, kind of getting some glue so I can see the glue coming out, and that will do. See, that's super. I think now I can disconnect my hot gun. So stop pouring glue all over, and we are done. Let's see, fix the see. I can certainly put a little bit more glue right here on top of that, you know, to make that piece not move at all. But the way it is right now, let's see if I can get that part there. You see, that's for the USB, that's for the power supply. We are right where it should be. Alright, I think we are done. Okay, let's fix this now. Oops. But needs some kind of beefing up right here in this corner. Can certainly do that with a little bit of duct tape right here. So a little bit of duct tape right here as well. So I mean, you can put duct tape all over the box, so it would be basically waterproof. But so far, I mean, this is the project. Here it is. That's it. See?